Margot and Dennis met at the institute where they studied together at the journalism faculty. Their romance began with crazy evenings spent discussing books and dreaming about the future. They were young, full of hope and confidence that their love could overcome any difficulties. After graduating, they decided to get married. Their wedding was a real celebration with lavish flowers, friends' smiles, and promises they made to each other. The first months after the wedding were full of happiness and joy. However, soon changes started happening in their lives. Dennis, who was once cheerful and sociable, began spending a lot of time with bottles. At first, Margot tried to support him and hoped that this was only a temporary difficulty. But day by day, the situation worsened. Dennis started going on alcohol binges, and Margot was left alone, battling loneliness and fear for their future. One day, when she found out she was pregnant, Margot felt that she had found a new meaning in life. She decided to tell Dennis about it, hoping that this news would motivate him to change. Hearing about fatherhood, Dennis promised to quit drinking for the sake of the child. Margot was full of hope and believed that everything would get better. For the first 7 months, Dennis kept his promise, but then old habits overcame him again. He started drinking again, and his aggression increased. He began yelling at Margot, accusing her of infidelity, although she remained faithful to him. One day, in a fit of rage, he drove her out of the house. It was cold outside, the snow crunched under her feet, and Margot fell to the ground, crying. At that moment, she realized she could no longer endure. After that, Margot filed for divorce and moved in with her mother. She was determined to raise her child alone and soon gave birth to a healthy boy named Artem. Every day, she tried to give him the best, surrounding him with love and care. 3 years passed. Margot coped with the difficulties and learned to be a good mother. One ordinary day, when she was getting ready for a walk with Artem, Dennis appeared on her doorstep. He looked exhausted, with tearful eyes, and begged for forgiveness. He pleaded to be brought back into her life, promising to change himself and become the father their son deserved. But Margot, remembering all the suffering and pain she had endured, only looked at him coldly. "Get out of our lives," she said, no longer wanting to hear his words. She knew that now she had everything she needed: her son and the opportunity to start a new life, free from old shackles. Dennis, realizing he had lost everything, slowly walked away, leaving behind only emptiness and regret.